There we go. 2nd down and 15. Being pushed back into his end zone again. Going middle of the field, wide open there. Has the receiver down deep. Big gain for Green Bay. And big gains over the past several seasons. So it's going to take a lot to beat them if you're Syracuse and Rico. Going back end zone. What a snag for the touchdown for Green Bay. I thought for sure that was going to be over the head. Back of the end zone, but Hank makes a phenomenal catch in the back of the end zone. I imagine this is the game everyone's wanting to see. They want to see if Rico can pull off the impossible. Rolling right in his own end zone as well. Going right sideline, one-on-one. What a catch! Trying to get by number 17. Already, once again, Syracuse is past midfield. 2nd play of the drive here for Syracuse. Rico on the left side. Being pushed back to his own 25, going middle of the field, caught, 1st down, Syracuse. This is the way this game is going to keep going, then it's going to be very high scoring, very entertaining. Rico rolling right here, has the short route he could go to, that's exactly where he goes. Another 1st down for Syracuse. Gets back up, and I think he got out of bounds before he got hit. Green Bay had that stopped from the get-go. Going, picked off by Green Bay on the right side. I don't even know entirely what happened there. Let's see this on the replay. Now they're gonna be working from behind, assuming they don't get a stop here on this drive. 2nd and 15, big shooter in his own end zone. Gonna go deep middle of the field, wide open, nobody near him. Nope, I was about to say trying to get extra yards, but decided to play safe, kneel it down. A lot has changed in that time. Big shooter stepping up, might be looking scramble here. Got the 1st, just barely. He lost last season's Legendary Bowl to Atrupt. He wants to make his 3rd straight and win 2 out of 3. Gets hit he was trying to dive into the end zone there left side. Just couldn't, barely was stopped. 2nd and goal. Tried the handoff and that also gets stopped. Then they punch it in. Big shooter rolling right. They're not going to run it in this time. Gonna go over the head of the receiver, incomplete. It's gonna be 4th and goal for Green Bay. Down to 4 seconds. Lobs, back end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. So Green Bay started this game red hot. 14 unanswered points to start the game. Syracuse is gonna need to get back into gear. They have the better record, but that doesn't earn you anything if you don't play well tonight. Rico on the left side. He could have scrambled for himself. Has the receiver wide open middle. Gotta punch it on this drive. You don't want to risk being down by 3 scores. Gonna go to the line of scrimmage receiver down the middle. Just to be able to have a leisurely stroll down the middle of the field for the 1st down. Nobody was in front of him. 2nd and 6. Rico rolling left here. I think he could probably go short middle. Going back end zone. One-on-one. Picked off again. What was that decision making? He had the middle short. He could have tried going. Instead, tried to go right down the middle, and Hank makes another big play for Green Bay. What are they doing? Big shooter on the right side. I think he can maybe try go deep right side if he wants to go there. Instead, going left sideline. Probably the smarter option. Trying to get by. Might sound weird, but Syracuse is going to have to change their game plan at this point. What they're currently doing is clearly not working. Big shooter, I think, might be looking to scramble. Nope, changed his mind. Going short middle. Another 1st down for Green Bay. Going past the 30. 2nd and 15. Big shooter with all kinds of time in the middle. Running out of time. Going back deep. And picked off by Syracuse. They get a pick right back finally. Hands with the pick in the back of the end zone. That was just barely out of reach. 2nd chance to try and shorten this deficit. Bring it down to only 1 score. Rico gonna be stepping up, going left, has all kinds of time. He might be going deep middle. No, he's going deep right side, has one-on-one, and it's again just out of reach. He was slightly off. 2nd and 15 for Syracuse. On the left side, going right, Rico is in his own end zone. Gonna be going right sideline. Caught inbounds. Diving, I think, out of bounds in time. 1st down. Syracuse needs to get points on this drive. They have to. On the left side, having all kinds of time, being pushed far back to his own 10-yard line. Going slant middle, caught. Dodging the first tackle, not be able to dodge the second. Open unless they're really open. 3rd and 5. Rico on the right side. Gonna go come back, route Red's right side. Rico on the left side here, has the short left. Wide open here is Ray. Just gonna walk out of bounds past the 15. Can Syracuse finally punch it in? They're 0 for 2 on their drive so far today. Can they finally get in? Rico on the right, pump fakes. I don't think anything got opened. Right side has it! Touchdown! Syracuse barely got in on the right side. I mean, he was so close to being stopped right at the goal line. But Ronnie just barely got in. Syracuse finally has points on the board. And an extra point will be blocked, however, more than likely. Because Green Bay most definitely is not going to be going quick on this drive. They don't need to. Gonna go slant middle. Has his man, Merst, diving for the first. Gonna hit stick before he can get back up. Green Bay is running this clock for all they can. Big Shooter stepping up. He's going to scramble. What a move. What a juke by Big Shooter to get extra yardage. And you still have to travel about 50 yards. And that's a good gain for them. Dodged one hit stick. I don't know if he tried to hit stick that far. And Merst got flipped, turned upside down off that hit stick. What a hit. They're now just short of the red zone. Going to go short right. That will put them in the red zone. Past the 10-yard line now. 15 seconds left. I almost said their third straight running strike drive. It will not be. Lobbing. Back end zone. Incomplete. He was pushed out before he put both feet in. 2nd and goal. Clock stops due to the incompletion. Went quick pass. And it also fails. Really want to think this through. Big Shooter. They go come back right side. And they're going to barely get in for the touchdown. They're going to need to do a lot to get back into this. They would have to pull off a comeback at this point. Rico on the left in his own end zone. Going to be going middle. Caught. Has the first and a lot more. A ton of green grass in front of him. Past midfield. Ray's going to dive out of bounds. 32-yard gain. Can't afford to keep making mistakes to keep your season alive. Rico on the right side here. Going comeback right sideline. Caught. Another big gain for Syracuse. Up by multiple scores. Similar situation where Syracuse is right now. Syracuse has a lot more time, though. Gonna go left corner, one-on-one. Intercepted again. That's the 3rd time Rico's been picked off today. I don't know why he keeps throwing these contested throws. It has not been working for them. Gotta learn from your mistakes and realize that what you're doing is not working. And now Green Bay having a chance to go up by 3 scores potentially. Going to the line scrimmage receiver in the middle. Ran right into a hit stick there. Because they know they're not the ones who have to make any risks right now. That would be Rico and Syracuse. Again, short, middle. Merst has it. Another small gain. Big Shooter dropping back to his own 25-yard line. The short left is open. Never mind. Going right sideline. Tipped away. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 5. You know, they're looking to just... They don't need to get the first right now. If they can't. Big Shooter being pushed back to his own 20. Going to go left sideline. Going to be intercepted by Syracuse. And he fumbles out of bounds. But it does go out of bounds. Syracuse will get the ball back. 5 total interceptions on the game so far. That is not what that's not what I expected to see heading into this game. Come back left sideline, pick and roll with the catch, going out of bounds. Gotta play better though if you're Rico. You can't keep throwing picks. Once again going come back left. 2 straight plays he's gone to the same man there on the left side. Those have been picked off so many times today already for you. Short left, 1st down, just gonna dive down, not risk anything. Rico gonna go, come back middle, has his man first. Pikes it with barely any time left. Rico being pushed back to the 25, rolling left, finding something short, and he's short of the end zone again. This would be one of the, never mind. I was about to say this would be one of the greatest goal line stands if Green Bay pulls it off, but Syracuse went handoff up the middle, and the second time was the charm, clearly. Now they're going for 2, trying to be down by 7. Going short left, and they're not going to get it. It'll be no good having this many turnovers. I know I didn't. Shooter in his own end zone. Gonna go short left, and receiver just fell asleep. They might be forced to punt here. 3rd and 15. Syracuse have a chance to get a major stop in this game. Turn the tables. In his own end zone, running out of time. Going middle. Caught. First down. I don't know how he got the first and got through all of those defenders. Going right this time, big shooter is. Not seeing really anything obviously open except the comeback left. Wide open. Gonna be pushed out of bounds. About to enter the 4th quarter. And that's exactly what Green Bay needs. They want to take as much time as they can. Short left. He finally catches it. Gonna dive down. Gain of 13. And that's gonna put us into the 4th quarter. Potentially even more if Green Bay can score a touchdown on this drive. Big shooter guy in his face going short left. Another first down. Kneeling it down past the 20-yard line. Neither of these teams have pulled a goal line standoff yet. And it seems... No! I thought that was the touchdown right there to Merst. Your Green Bay, do you take the field goal if we fail here? It'll be picked off by Syracuse! Pump the brakes! 3rd pick for Big Shooter. Both of these quarterbacks have now thrown 3 picks on the game. No matter what they do on this drive, though, they would have to go 4th and 25. They're down by 9. Rico, right side of his own end zone. Gonna go deep. Has a man burning left sideline. Caught by Dono, left side, pick and roll. A turnover practically puts the nail in the coffin. Rico rolling right. Thought he looked to scramble, but it didn't end up happening. Had to throw off a sack. Has the right side. Just short of the end zone. And you gotta get it in. You gotta score this touchdown. You can't afford to come up empty-handed. Rico, gonna go short left, and short right, and it's tipped away. Honestly, at this point, a field goal still helps you. But they get the touchdown. They get the touchdown. Quick pass left side. And now they're only down by 1 score, and it's pick and roll. The man who had the big catch on the left side to set up the red zone drive. 3 minutes left in the game. They've had a couple deep bombs today. Syracuse needs another. Rico in his own end zone, running out of time. Firing, comeback left, nobody home. I don't know what they were trying there. I think he just ran out of time, threw that ball sooner than he wanted to. 2nd and 15. Big shooter going back to the 45, going short to Merst again. And he's going to be short of the first down. Syracuse really needs a goal line stand or just something. Big shooter rolling left. Guy in his face. Nothing seems to be open. Short left. They get the first down. More than likely, if you let them score, you're down by 2 scores. Big shooter might be looking to scramble. Dives down. Gonna get a couple. Big shooter lobbing back end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. I saw how that game ended. Huntsville moving on. Rico in his own end zone, rolling left, trying to find something. Going deep right. He has a man burning. And barely on the reach. I was so close. Oh, Rico almost being sacked. Running out of time. Going short left. Has a receiver. Diving down. Gonna get the first. Diving out of bounds. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. Need to focus on this game. Rico rolling right. You gotta get some big plays. Going short left again. I mean, if it's open, you gotta take it. You need a big yardage play on 4th and 25 anyways. This game means it all. The Syracuse upset Green Bay and stop them from going to 3 state legendary bowls. Or can they have a chance to try and redeem themselves? Timeout called Syracuse. Rico on the right side. Short left is open. That's where he goes. Another first down, diving down, immediately calling their second timeout. They just need to focus on getting the touchdown now. Rico again rolling right. Green Bay rushing 3, firing short middle, tackled 5-yard gain. They're going to be forced to call their final timeout. Rico rolling right, going slant, touchdown Syracuse. They punch it in on the right side. They got their first score. They need the 4 for 25 after this. Failed on your first one. You can't afford to fail on this one. Rico on the right, looking in his own end zone. Running out of time. Gonna launch it deep left side. Has 2 men burning. Caught! Touchdown! Syracuse! They take the lead! He launched it deep left side! 2 guys burning, throws it out of a sack! In hands with the game-saving, the season-saving touchdown! Syracuse with 15 seconds left takes the lead! And they're going for 2 to try and go up by 6! They need this going short and complete! Syracuse started this game so poorly. Slant left, slant right, almost intercepted. This will be your final play, your ball game. Who moves on comes down to this. Hail Mary, they're definitely gonna have enough time. Going deep into the end zone, it does have the distance. It is knocked away! It's knocked away! Syracuse pulls off the comeback and is knocking Big Shooter out of the playoffs! The three-peat, the chance to make it the 3 straight Legendary Bowls has been dashed! And Syracuse with the comeback to advance to the Elite 8! The Orange Miracle, hands with the game-winning touchdown on the left side, that was one of the craziest endings I've seen in my life for a playoff game. I am in shock.